Welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2023 of Downingtown High School East. We ask for your help and cooperation in making this a most memorable day for our graduates. Please refrain from any actions or activity, such as prolonged cheering, that could prevent all of our graduates' names from being heard. At this time, we ask that you please silence your cell phones, and at the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in the stands until the class has recessed out of the stadium. Thank you for your presence, and enjoy the ceremony.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave. Hail, Downingtown High School, to thee we sing, and to thine altars our praises we bring. Love, truth, and noble deeds have won for thee great fame. Hail, Downingtown, we laud thy fair name.
Seniors, you may be seated. Good evening, senior class. It is truly a pleasure and a privilege to be here with you tonight, helping to recognize and to celebrate the culmination of 13 years of hard work that you accomplished in collaboration with your dedicated teachers and supportive families. I want you to know how incredibly proud this community is of your achievement. Could we please have a round of applause for the class of 2023? And now I have the great privilege of introducing our first commencement speaker. Today, it is my honor to introduce you to an exceptional young man, a beacon of intellectual curiosity and determined service. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Prati Pakarakari. Sorry, Prati. Prati has consistently demonstrated the qualities of dedication, passion, and ambition during his time at Downingtown East High School. His interest in medicine and biomedical research led him to spend countless hours at the renowned Zuckerman Cancer Center, where he delved into the fascinating world of cancer research and further deepened his understanding of the field at the esteemed Rothman Institute. Prati's leadership has been a catalyst in his extracurricular pursuits as well. As the president of our HOSA chapter, he fostered a nurturing environment for peers interested in the medical field and led the team to notable achievements. Moreover, Prati's dedication to community service shines through his co-founding and presidency of the Horizon Network's Pennsylvania chapter, where he bridged the gap between high school students and socially disconnected seniors during the pandemic. An accomplished athlete, Prati also excelled in tennis, earning a place as a district finalist in the PIAA tennis tournament. As a tutor and a mentor, Prati has cultivated the intellectual growth of his peers, instilling a love for learning. Prati's outstanding academic performance has garnered him much-deserved recognition. He is a National Merit Scholarship finalist, a recipient of the Pennsylvania Governor's Outstanding Academic Performance Award and the prestigious Christy Houlihan Congressional Award. Prady is a true embodiment of what we aim for every student at Downingtown East High School to become: a diligent scholar, a compassionate community member, and a proven leader. Please join me in welcoming Prady to the stage.
It is. I just did more jumping jacks right there than in Zoom gym class. As we start to acknowledge our parents, teachers, the administrators, I also want to give a shout out to all the gym teachers in our life. Mr. Casey, Mrs. Chronomise, Mr. Creighton, Mr. Suniaga. Now, when I was making this speech, a piece of advice I got was to imagine the audience in their underwear. But now that I'm up here, I'm glad I'm not using that tactic, especially with Mr. Hurley sitting right behind me. Class of 2023, it's been a constant battle with midnight Schoology deadlines, procrastination, senioritis, and some pressing questions, such as who would win in a fight, Mr. Hurley's ponytail or Mr. McCumsey's shoe game. If there's one thing I took away from high school, it was never about how well we did on tests or how many times we were able to spend the night out. It's about the relationships we made. Those moments when it was just us around the people that we care about, and we didn't care about anything else in the world. Just that moment and the time that we spent around people that we may never see again. But now, as we stand here ready to move on, we start to hear a lot of advice. Commencement, the way I see it, is a time for quotes, sayings, and metaphors. We're always told to dream big, live big. We're always hearing some kind of expression on life. Forrest Gump said life is like a box of chocolates, and then you hear that life is like a roller coaster, a mountain, so on. But what does all of that actually mean? The truth is, I don't think I'm ready to tell you guys yet. But if there's one thing that all these sayings have in common, if there's one thing that I've truly picked up from all these quotes, it's that you simply can't describe life in one word or one experience. We can't try to keep this concept of ones when the average human being makes around 35,000 decisions in a day. In a lifespan of almost 80 years, that's around 2.5 million decisions that we make and countless more emotions and experiences that we go through. Where we're at right now, we haven't even put a scratch in that number. We still have more than 2 million left. And the truth is, we simply don't know what's ahead of us. Even if you think you know exactly how you're gonna spend the rest of your lives, we don't know for sure what's gonna happen in a few hours, a few days, a few weeks, especially the rest of our lives. And I know I'm not the only one out here that's kind of scared for what lies ahead. But that fear in our heads, it should not dictate how we live our lives. And the uncertainty of tomorrow, that's something we should embrace, not fear away from. Because the fact that all of us are sitting here today means that we have not only pushed through the obstacles in our past, but are ready to move on into the future, regardless of what it holds. That fear only exists to be powered through, and your ability to power through that fear lies in who you choose to listen to. Surround yourself with positivity, with those who are always going to be in your corner, and those who are always going to be there to motivate you. But most importantly, have trust in yourself, and live your life as you have always imagined it to be. So maybe it is true. Maybe life is like a roller coaster, a box of chocolates, whatever you want to put in there. But after our names have been called and our hats kiss the sky, and we walk away from this place one last time, the decision of who we want to be and where we choose to take our lives lies fully within our hands. So let's conquer this next chapter of our lives. Thank you, everyone.
Downingtown East has been blessed with such an incredible community that constantly works to provide numerous successes and accomplishments. We owe our tradition of excellence to the extremely dedicated faculty, the hardworking administrators, and of course, the amazing student body. We have thrived in every aspect: arts, athletics, and education programs through the immense support of this wonderful community. But we must not forget to appreciate those who have built this beautiful environment for which we excel in. Through its support of Downingtown East's programs and activities, the Downingtown Area High School Alumni Association has provided consistent dedication and commitment to making our community what it is today. Over 130 years old this year, the Alumni Association has supported homecoming, the annual banquet and reunion, and arts and athletic programs, in addition to providing a scholarship fund to encourage higher education. I am extremely honored to introduce a crucial pillar of our community, Mrs. Angela Baer.
Good evening. My name is Angela Baer, and I'm a Downingtown Area School District teacher, parent, and I'm the Vice President of the Alumni Association. I would like to congratulate all of the graduates in the class of 2023 and wish you well in your future endeavors. After receiving your diploma tonight, you will officially become Downingtown alumni. Information about the Alumni Association and how to join is included in a graduation packet that you will receive later this evening. So what does the Alumni Association actually do? You heard some about us already. The Downingtown Area Alumni Association is recognized as one of the oldest active alumni associations in the nation, as it was founded in 1884. We sponsor your homecoming events and the Battle of the Brandywine, which is the annual East versus West football game. And this year, we are bringing back the Downingtown Alumni Hall of Fame, which has been on hold for a few years due to COVID. We are currently accepting nominations for Hall of Fame alumni through our website. We also give a scholarship to a graduate at each of the 3 high schools, totaling $7,500. Students submit applications, which are then blinded and sent to the Alumni Association without student identification available to the committee. The scholarship committee is composed of alumni who are not DASD employees or current parents, not me. They review applications and then select a recipient without knowing the student's identity. Now I have the privilege of revealing that identity to all of you. This year's scholarship recipient maintains a high GPA and participates in numerous activities, such as Horizon Networks, Spanish NHS, the Best Buddies Club, and the Environmental Club, just to name a few. She's on the cross-country team as well and plans to study at Penn State University next year. It is my honor to present the Downingtown Area Alumni Association Scholarship to your NHS President, Claire Travis.
At this time, I would like to present to you the Tradition of Excellence honorees. These faculty members deserve recognition for their decades of commitment to providing children with a safe, fun, and meaningful place to learn. Lifelong teachers believe in lifelong learning and model this for their students. Alliance committed to educational excellence. Through their professional achievements, service, and dedication, they contribute to our school district's success. Thank you for serving our district for the past 35+ years. Your years of service have earned you the Tradition of Excellence Award. Award recipients are honored with the permanent placement of their photograph on the Tradition of Excellence wall in the administration building. We offer our sincere gratitude for your many years of service to the families in this district. Congratulations to William Augustine, a custodian at Euclid Hills Elementary, Tammy Byerly, an administrative assistant at Marsh Creek 6th Grade Center, Dorothy Graham, a 4th grade teacher at Bradford Heights, Deborah Catherman, the Aramark cafeteria manager at Lineville Middle School, Lisa Laudenslager, a 3rd grade teacher at Brandywine Wallace, and Susan Welk, a kindergarten teacher at Beaver Creek. I'd also like to recognize 3 of our own Downingtown East teachers that are graduating along with us tonight, and who I'd imagine are very excited to soon be enjoying a relaxing and teenager-free retirement. Mrs. Luden has taught math at Downingtown East for the last 31 years. A fun fact about her is that she actually taught Mr. Grinwis, a current math teacher, when he was a student here. Mrs. Luden, please stand and be recognized. Mrs. Scholl is also a math teacher, has ardently taught at Downingtown East since 2010. Her students have described her as immensely welcoming, encouraging, and helpful. Mrs. Scholl, please stand and be recognized. Last but not least, Mr. McCauley has passionately served our school in a number of capacities, including librarian, history teacher, not math this time, track coach, academic team coach, and more for almost 31 years. He was actually going to retire last year, but I suppose the overwhelming love from his students and his attachment to the school kept him another year. As a member of the academic team, I've witnessed his hard work, sense of humor, and genuine compassion for his students firsthand. I wish to personally express my gratitude to Mr. McCauley for truly being a fun and supportive mentor to not just me, but all other students at Downingtown East. Thank you, Mr. McCauley. Please stand and be recognized. To all teachers and faculty mentioned tonight or not, with love and appreciation, we wish you the best moving forward. Thank you.
It is a true pleasure to introduce our second student speaker for this momentous occasion, a young woman of extraordinary achievement and sterling character, Sanvi Gupta. During her tenure at Downingtown High School East Campus, Sanvi has become a force to be reckoned with. Academically, she set an example with a flawless 4.0 unweighted GPA and an impressive 4.77 weighted GPA. But Sanvi's story is not only about academic excellence. Sanvi is the embodiment of leadership. As the founder and president of our math tutoring club, she took the initiative to provide her fellow students with the help they needed. Her leadership extended to the Technology Student Association, where she served as president, the Student Council, where she acted as charity chair, and she led the charge as captain of our academic team. Not stopping there, Sanvi also served as the president of the Spanish National Honor Society and the National Honor Society, demonstrating her service-oriented nature. Among her most commendable projects, Sanvi wrote an article on the societal and cultural implications of menopause, which was published in the Johns Hopkins Pre-Collegiate Global Health Review. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sanvi Gupta to the stage.
Good evening, class of 2023. I used to think that the hardest part of high school
Okay, we've been monitoring the weather. We're going to have to take a pause in the graduation ceremony due to the thunder that's coming from that direction. Students, follow these instructions. Just as we processed out of the stadium, we will process out of the stadium and we will go back to the gymnasium where we will wait this little cell out. For our audience, you are welcome to go to your cars, or we will also open up the West High School and you can wait in the West High School where we will make an announcement for our return to the stadium. Mr. Sekelic and Mr. Matta, please lead our students out of the stadium. You guys go with them. Seniors, you may be seated. Let's try this one more time. We will be altering our graduation program so things will not be in the same order in which they are in your program. I would like to reintroduce an outstanding young lady who is our second commencement speaker. Can I have a huge round of applause for Sanvi Gupta?
Good evening, class of 2023. I used to think that the hardest part of high school was routinely defeating the impulse to roll over and hit snooze one more time in the morning, just barely making it before the 7:40 bell. But I realize now that giving a graduation speech to you all here today, at this moment, and saying goodbye is far more challenging. As I stand here before you, I think it's important to remember that none of us would be here today without those around us. Look around you. We are all representative of the people around us. Our classmates, friends, teachers, mentors, and families. The experiences we have had with them are all beautiful glass fragments of the mosaic that makes us who we are today. And this applies to me too. From a young age, my parents taught me to dream. Whether that would to become the next Marie Curie or the greatest professional basket weaver the world has ever seen, they've always encouraged me to dream big, and to dream without bounds. And while my aspirations may have changed over the years, unfortunately, no more basket weaving, their support has remained resolute. And therefore, it is imperative to create a community of people who will guide you, push you, motivate you. Surround yourself with those who will celebrate your accomplishments and triumphs. Cherish those who will not only commiserate your failures, like your attempts to parallel park, but also inspire you to never give up. Because even if you end up scratching that car, at least you are encouraged to try again. Remember, the company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset, perspective, and actions. Choose wisely and surround yourself with those who bring out only the best in you. Now, this also means that we're an ever-changing and constantly evolving work of art. Each encounter with someone new and each interaction shared with them is an opportunity to learn and develop. And learning doesn't stop here at graduation. It's a lifelong journey, no matter what your plans after high school are. As you move forward, embrace the value of constant learning. The world is consistently developing and demands that we adapt and grow with it. Let curiosity be your guide, always seeking new knowledge and broadening your horizons. The more we learn, the more we realize there is more to learn. I mean, it's like Mr. Macaulay endlessly trying to clean up the East Library, a never-ending task. As we look ahead, our future represents a pathway to our dreams. For instance, free lunches in the cafeteria again. All right, maybe just a bit bigger than that. The journey there will not be easy, but it's important to concentrate on what we want and what we can do to make it happen. It's also important to remember that our dreams may evolve and change over time. What we want today may not be the same as what we want tomorrow, and that's perfectly okay. And this isn't a testament to hesitation or indecisiveness, but rather the fluidity of our dreams. It's important to stay open to new opportunities and experiences that can help us discover new goals and paths. Embrace the uncertainty that lies ahead. Use it as a means to explore new passions and possibilities. Ultimately, our future is what we make of it. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to make a change. And don't be afraid to, as Henry David Thoreau once said, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Listen to that again. Live the life you have imagined. Class of 2023, this is just the beginning. You only get one life, and it is not only your privilege, but also your duty to make sure that you live it. The future and world of possibilities are at your fingertips. It is up to you to turn your aspirations into a reality. Thank you and congratulations.
Good evening. It is with great honor that we present to you the names of those students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or higher. These students have challenged themselves with an extremely rigorous course load and should be commended. The following students have earned a cumulative GPA between 4.0 and 4.19 and have earned the distinction of cum laude. Please hold your applause until we recognize all students. Hamida Abdel Halim, Samuel Mitchell Barton, McKenna Beth Best, Allison Marie Booth, Oscar Jason Bustos, Madeline Alexis Caputo, Tyler J. Carcella, Joshua Anthony Clark, Ryan Baylor Colasanto, Grace Patricia Davies, Caroline Marie Dellin, Alessandro Delaval, Parker Lee Dewey, Terrence A. Doherty, Alexis Dubrow, Colin K. Gardner, Eloise Catherine Agelaware, Julia Elizabeth Hoover, Mohammed Ismail, Colin C. Jackson, Dominic Michael Leon Jones, Noah Judkins, Catherine Ann Keyboard, Ritvik Kondaviti, Sean Christopher Kopansky, Grace Dahlia Labrenz, Brandon Stephen Lane, Megan Annette Latch, Eleanor Rose Leslie, Erin Marie Littlepage, Aaron Long, Ryan Wesley Lowraw, Jackson Ryan Luca, Catherine Eleanor McLaughlin, Madeline Rose McElroy, Lacey Catherine McCown, Peter Joseph Naughton, John V. Patty Banla, Jillian Conwell Rafferty, Yegna Rangjavaljala, Lauren Elizabeth Reimold, Catherine Noel Riley, Benit Raj Roy, Amelia Rose Ryan, Sloka Samanthula, Mahitha Silam, Greta Skodra, Ariana Eva Smuda, Abhinit Srivastava, Alexander Lincoln Stewart, Angelina Nicole Taforo, Samantha Michelle Tierney, Raghav Verma, Allison Elizabeth Wagner, Suhas Yala Mansili. Congratulations.
Good evening. The following students have earned a cumulative grade point average between 4.2 and 4.39 and have earned the distinction of magna cum laude. Please hold your applause until we recognize all students. Studi Anand, Advik Bablani, Alexa Paige Barton, Lexi Amfuli Barr, Abigail Catherine Bemis, James Patrick Blake, Frederick Luca Bono, Matthew James Comer, Andrew J. Detweiler,
Katarina Hope Diaz, Alex Glenn Dow, Colin Charles Drummond, Logan Scott Duff, Delaney Jean Farron, Lindsay Ann Ferguson, Anirudh Ganesan, Sophia Rose Grasso, Maggie Kate Jacoby, Jensen Anthony Jimmy, Caitlin Amy Jones, Bryson Andrew Kalinsky, Sriram Lanka, Mary Morgan Lorare, Harry Phillips Marks, Vincent Massaro, Roman Miguel Messia, Alexandra V. Morris, Carly Addison Merles, Dhruva Nagesh, Abigail Elizabeth O'Donnell, Timothy C. Alstap, Addison Lugene Ponatong, Ryan Alexander Puzzi, Rebecca Elizabeth Reese, Colin D. Ryland, Christopher James Ruggieri, Samantha Shelkey, Pierce John Ship, Brooke Aba Soboleski, Helena E. Santrizos, Juliana Rose Upham, Xian Colin Wang, Sam Owen Williams, Jason Woodworth. Congratulations.
The following students have earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.4 or higher and have earned the distinction of summa cum laude. Please hold your applause until we recognize all students. Benjamin Daniel Alfanito, Rishi Rahul Attarde, Elizabeth Grace Azat, Nicole Caroline Burke, Kyle P. Cannon, Zachary Thomas Cook, Justin Coral, Andrea DeLuca, Rohan Chandra Gargia, Ryan A. Gill, Anushka E. Galda, Sanvi Gupta, Yajat Gupta, Eileen C. Hewitt, Javon William Bergen Ayadari, Aditya Jan, Shanavi Karasala, Nikita Kizlov, Gabriella Cobell, Lauren E. Kunkel, James Gray Lamb III, Selga Dana Lazda, Jenna Ma, Smiti Mahendran, Nathan Andrew Mancuso, Kayla Page Manuel, Chaitrali Anil Moray, Anshu Nagabhairava, Caitlin Ann Wynn, Quan M. Wynn, Ruchi Nimagada, Ratika Nuti, Sai Prati Pakarakari, William Liang Pan, Rohan B. Patel, Rohan Amit Furwani, Vishal Saravanan, Riley K. Scott, Anshu Shinde, Rashika Sikakolai, Nidhi Soma, Olivia Grace Steinbach, Hannah Elizabeth Steinberg, Gavin Earl Taylor, Claire Catherine Travis, Helen Zhu. Congratulations. Board members, if you could please come to the stage. It is my honor and pleasure to begin the awarding of diplomas this evening to student leaders and honored guests. Elizabeth Grace Azat. Nicole Caroline Burke. Catherine Ann Keyboard. Anjali Changumpali. Sanvi Gupta. Claire Catherine Travis. Anirudh Gannison. Mary Morgan Lorare. Anshu Shinde. Sai Prati Pekarakari. Yajat Gupta. Ryan A. Gill. Chaitrali and Neil Moray. Helen Zhu. Okay.
Ryan, good job. And you're one of the smart ones, and you're Smart is not a good action. It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Hamida Abdel Halim.
Peter James Lloyd.
David G. Abersol.
Joseph Loha.
Allison Jean Aceto.
Aaron Long.
Stephanie Frame Alessandro.
Ryan Wesley Laura.
Benjamin Daniel Alfinito.
John Parker Lewis.
Damon Tyrell Austin.
Chad Michael Lovinguth.
Leon Alves Avado.
Jackson Ryan Luca.
Studi Anand.
Michael Luongo.
Lauren Nicole Antonelli.
Danica Skylar Luzak.
Aaron Kaylee Armstrong.
Jenna Ma.
Angelo Antonio Orocho.
Ashley Claire Makowitz.
Rishi Rahul Attarde.
Catherine Eleanor McLaughlin.
Advik Bablani. Smithy Mahendran.
Pratik Balaji.
Victoria Mackey.
Barbara Isabella Baeza Sanchez.
Fenton Malawa.
Lexi Unfali Barr.
Nathan Andrew Mancuso.
Dylan Cole Bartlett.
Neha Menthana.
Alexa Paige Barton.
Kayla Paige Manuel.
Samuel Mitchell Barton.
Lana Isabella Marinac.
Jack Christopher Basili.
Emilia Anastasia Marinari.
Julia Michelle Batista.
Harry Philip Marks.
Christina Doy Balita.
Nicholas Panayotis Maceras.
Brienne Rebecca Bennett.
Vincent Michael Massaro.
Giovanni Roberto Baraclis Matthews Jr.
Declan Michael Matthews.
McKenna Beth Best.
Piper Magdalene Maka.
Madison Frederica Pohl Burnley.
Kylie Ann McCallion.
James Patrick Blake.
Keely Michelle McDermott.
Matthew James Bolger.
Madeline Rose McElroy.
Frederick Luca Bono.
William David McFillin.
Allison Marie Booth.
William J. McHale.
Maurice Lamar Bullock Jr.
Lacey Catherine McEwen.
Natalie M. Bergen.
Jillian Michelle McNamara.
Evan J. Berkey.
Margaret Kate McNamara.
Edward G. Burlaku.
Zachary Ryan Mendez.
Andrew J. Buscemi.
Juliana Rosalise Miranda.
Oscar Jason Bustos.
Catherine Claire Merriman.
Evan Butler Roberts.
Roman Miguel Messia.
Layla May Calcaterra.
Cynthia Mikale.
Kyle P. Cannon.
Noah Charles Michael.
Madeline Alexis Caputo.
Nicholas F. Miller.
Tyler J. Carcella.
Savannah Miller.
Chelsea Carden.
Sean Michael Miller.
Abigail Marie Carmaine.
Logan S. Moore.
Gabriela Castillo.
Alexandra V. Morris.
Olivia Seglia.
Kira Elizabeth Moser.
Ria Dimple Tropta.
Noam Mustik Gimni Tafo.
Joshua Anthony Clark.
Samuel Robert Moyer.
Tristan Marie Clauser.
Quinn Patrick George Mulcahy.
Griffin T. Cleveland.
Nicholas Slavin Mullen.
Ashley Jordan Cohen.
Carly Addison Merles.
Ryan Baylor Colasanto.
Catherine Anna Murray.
Colin E. Colbaugh.
Brianna Nancy Murtaugh.
Alondra Colon Rivera.
Mark Mumo Mutharania.
Matthew James Comer.
Reese Milliken Myers.
Zachary Thomas Cook.
Anju Nagabarava.
Sean Maxwell Cooper.
Dhruva Nagesh.
Valerie Sophia Cooper.
Shreya Anil Nair.
Justin Coral.
Peter Joseph Naughton.
Ashley Rose Cotillo.
Alexander James Nee.
Sophia Diane Contuno.
Caitlin Ann Wynn.
Matthew Lee Krieger.
Quan M. Wynn.
Brent O. D. Arcangelo.
Ryan Nia Wynn.
Sydney Alexis Dabney.
Ruchira Nimagada.
Grace Patricia Davies.
Ratika Nudi.
Grace Marie Davis.
Abigail Elizabeth O'Donnell.
Sydney Davis.
Timothy C. Ostap.
Giacomo John DeCola III.
Jesse N. Page.
John Patrick Tae Young D.
William Leong Pan.
Aiden Todd Delaney.
Rohan Patel.
Caroline Marie Delin.
Jahnavi Patibandla.
Alessandro Della Valle.
Ariana Patterson.
Andrea DeLuca.
Nathan Miles Paul.
Caitlin Corwin Dombrowski.
Tyler S. Pease.
Bridget G. Denning.
Murphy Flaherty Pegg.
Gregory M. Dervinis.
Jenna Catherine Perrault.
Andrew J. Detweiler.
Kevin Pangase Peters.
Parker Lee Dewey.
Rohan Amit Fairwani.
Katerina Hope Diaz.
Carly Michelle Phillips.
Tanner James DeLulo.
Madison Lugene Pongatong.
Jacob Benjamin Dinerman.
Aurora Mackenzie Piff.
Logan Paul Dommel.
Cal P. Pleviak.
Terrence A. Doherty.
Michaela R. Pubalon.
Alex Glenn Dow.
Joseph Procopio.
Ava Marie Dracup.
Ryan Alexander Pusey.
Riley Sky Driscoll.
Jillian Conwell Rafferty.
Colin Charles Drummond.
Yagna Sambada Rangavajala.
Alexis Dubrow.
Narendra Ratsi Mandresi.
Logan Scott Duff.
Ryan Reese.
Olivia Grace Dunbar.
Rebecca Elizabeth Reese.
Ryan Dornell.
Kayla Audra Reedy.
Isabel C. Ebright.
Colin D. Ryland.
Olivia Grace Effinger.
Lauren Elizabeth Reimold. Emily Grace Engel. Jonathan Repko.
Kyle J. Esslinger.
Zanaya Ava Rice.
Delaney Jean Farron.
Hudson Riley.
Lindsay Ann Ferguson.
Catherine Noel Riley.
Reba Faraz. Kira Ellen Riley.
Amira Fisher.
Alexandra A. Rivera.
Aiden James Flaherty.
Julia Robinson.
Ryan James Flutie.
Chloe Juliet Robles Castro.
Julia Lena Flickinger.
Ariana Renee Rockowitz.
Evan David Flynn.
Elijah Miguel Rodriguez.
Lacey Elizabeth Ford.
Beneat Raj Roy.
Morgan E. Franciscus.
Christopher James Ruggieri.
Alexis Lee Fredrickson.
Amelia Rose Ryan.
Paige Fredrickson.
Tatiana Yvonne Ryans.
Robert James Fullerton III.
Rosemary Sainsbury.
Colin K. Garter.
Sloka Semanthula. Abhinav Ganesan.
Daryl Sampson Jr.
Ezra Bryce Gans.
Antonio Luis Santiago.
Rohan Tundra Gargya.
Surya Harry Saravanan.
Daniel Franklin Garner.
Vishal Saravanan. Caitlin Eileen Gersbach. Peyton Elizabeth Sarmento.
Jack Blaze Giampetro.
Joseph Dominic Saravis.
Adam James Giffey.
Samantha Shelkey.
Anushka E. Gowda.
Emma Scheidt.
Ava Marie Graham. Jessalyn Schimberg.
Sophia Rose Grosso.
Riley Paige Shavino.
Rohan Gupta.
Jacob Anthony Shinning.
Eloise Catherine Agelower.
Jacob Matthew Schultz.
Ikiro Isi Hamid.
Riley K. Scott.
Caroline Jean Harden.
Mahitha Selam.
Jameson Guy Harper.
Raphael A. Segara.
Haley Margaret Hawk.
Rebecca Dawn Semerad.
Lisa Catalina Heaton Gajagios.
Olivia Aiden Rydell Shaheen.
Daniel Lee Haymeyer.
Isba Shaji.
David Hernandez.
Connor James Shanahan.
Eileen C. Hewitt.
Zachary K. Shannon. Joshua Brian Hillstad.
Connor James Sharmatu.
Christian D. Hong.
TJ Shillingford.
Julia Elizabeth Hoover.
Pierce John Ship.
Bo Joseph Horvath.
Greta Shikodra. Matthew James Howie. Rashika Sikakali.
Joshua Paul Irie.
Araceli Silvano.
Muhammad Ismail.
Ariana Eva Smuda.
Jeevan William Bergen Ayadarai.
Sierra Madeline Snyder.
Colin Charles Jackson. Carson Snow.
Maggie Kate Jacoby.
Jack Snyder.
Aditya Jane.
Christian Lavier Sobers.
Ian Jameson.
Brooke Ava Soboleski.
James Braden Jarrett.
Nidhi Soma.
Jameson Riley Jenkins.
Caitlin Jane Sowinski.
Samantha Jennings.
Abhinit Shrivastava.
Giovanna Montera Jennings Scott.
Abaraj Srivastava.
Jensen Anthony Jimmy.
Olivia Grace Steinbach.
Ayana Johnson.
Hannah Elizabeth Steinberg.
Jillian Beth Johnston.
Kelly Helena Stelma.
Dominic Michael Leon Jones.
Alexander Lincoln Stewart.
Caitlin Amy Jones.
Matina Stravis.
Noah Vincent Judkins.
Angelina Nicole Tofuro.
Seth Prakash Kadam.
Akhil Talakola.
Jamie E. Kalucky.
Gavin Earl Taylor.
Janavi Karusala.
Elijah Elias Therakin.
Daniel C. Case.
Eric John Thielander.
Ishan Katakam.
Matthew Paul Thompson.
Jack Thomas Kelly.
Samantha Michelle Tierney.
Catherine M. Kelly.
Josiah Stephen Townsend.
Randy England Kelly.
Helena E. Santrizos.
George Spencer Kempf.
Dylan Giovanni Tucci.
Robert Morrison Keogh.
Braylon Tucker.
Corey Sebastian Kaiser.
Preston J. Turner.
Ria Saxana Kilanani.
Juliana Rose Upham.
Thomas Robert Kiesling.
Raghav Varma.
Xavier Jukito King.
Jeremy Vong Din.
Nikita Kislov.
Allison Elizabeth Wagner.
Carmen Marie Knopf.
Michael Waite.
Gabriella L. Cobell.
Sophie Gail Walton.
Ryan Henry Kalenda.
Shung Kaylin Wang.
Bryson Andrew Kalinsky.
Nolan Christopher Ward.
Vivek Kontaviti.
Laura Elizabeth Ware.
Arnav Reddy Kunadi.
Luke Joshua Warfield.
Sean Christopher Kapansky.
Kylie Warner.
David Michael Kopecki.
Amaya Warren.
Baivavi Kapavarapu.
Ian C. Warder.
Eli David Koss.
Tahani Zene Washington.
Nathan D. Krellick.
Cooper James Waters.
Aiden Thomas Crackmoyer.
Paul Michael Waters Jr.
Aditya Krishna.
Abigail Renee Webb.
Connor Scott Crumbar.
Kelsey Patricia Welsh.
Anushka Kumari.
Jacob Albert Whalen.
Lauren E. Kunkel.
Grace Willichek.
Grace Dahlia La Benz.
Sam Owen Williams.
Gianna Riley LaCava.
Joseph W. Willis.
Jesse Lake.
Riley Winkler.
James Gray Lamb III.
Ryden Winters.
Brandon Steve Lane.
Mia Aubrey Wojcik.
Shriram Lanka.
Jason Woodworth.
Luis Alejandro Larrazabal Ruza.
Brian Wright.
Megan Annette Latch.
Luke White.
Tegan Liam Lawson.
Emily Zhu.
Soga Dinah Lazda.
Suhas Yalamanchili.
Brandon T. Lee.
Hannah Riley Yanelli.
Joshua Evan Lair.
Lillian Rose Yost.
Antonella Leva.
Isis S. Young.
Francesco Leone.
Santiago Zaya.
Eleanor Rose Leslie.
Jordan Ming Pennypacker.
Dylan Patrick Lingo.
Erin Marie Little Page.
Yes, Erin.
At this time, I would like to invite our superintendent, Dr. O'Donnell, to the stage to confer graduation upon this class. Dr. O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. Hurley. Hello, everyone. It's wonderful to be here with all of you on this evening, and I appreciate all of our families, class of 23, for rolling with us and helping us pivot so quickly there. Also, I want to thank all of our staff, both everybody in the stadium that you can see, as well as our maintenance team and tech team, to pivot so quickly and get us back up and running. So thank you. Before conferring the diplomas, I'd like to offer my sincere and heartfelt congratulations to the class of 23. As you transition beyond high school, know that the past 13 years have helped you to develop not only the knowledge and skills, but also the strength and resilience to face whatever challenges come your way. However, you are going to have to make some tough decisions, and some of those decisions you may not be prepared to make. Remember that each of you has a team of supporters in your corner, and many, if not all of them, are here with us tonight. Please take a couple seconds and look around. And guess what? Your parents and guardians have been in your seat and have had to make tough decisions. And that was back in the day when they were actually cool, just like you. And because of what they've been through, they possess something known as wisdom. Moreover, there is no one in this world who wants you to be happier and more successful than the people supporting you in this stadium tonight. So, when you find yourself in a tough spot and you're not quite sure what to do next, reach out to them. And a text message isn't going to cut it. Pick up the phone and have a conversation. Life is complex. And your loved ones here tonight are the people who are going to support you through that tough stuff. I hope that you have appreciated and enjoyed your time as part of our school district, because we've loved having you. Now, without further ado, will all the graduates please rise? By the power vested in me by the Downingtown Board of School Directors, in accordance with Pennsylvania School Code, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and the Department of Education, I hereby confer the academic degrees declaring the class of 2023 as graduates of Downingtown High School East Campus. Graduates, you may now turn your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Teaching is not merely just a job. It requires passion, empathy, and unwavering determination to help shape the minds of our future. It's more than learning about derivatives, reading Shakespeare, and understanding the steps of the cell cycle. Teachers make sure that we don't make the same mistakes as they did. They keep us safe, and most importantly, they teach us how to be a better person, so that when we eventually leave their classes, we have expanded our intellectual horizon and changed for the good with the knowledge that they shared. Every year, Downingtown East recognizes one of our many hardworking and talented teachers for their phenomenal dedication to this school and its students, with the distinguished title of Teacher of the Year. It is my greatest honor to introduce this year's recipient, Mrs. Purse. Mrs. Purse's passion for learning and teaching sparked when she was a freshman in college at Westchester University. After graduating in 2002, she became a part of East. Now, it's become the only place she wants to teach. In addition to the amazing work that Mrs. Purse does as a learning support teacher, she also coached the girls lacrosse team and is currently the graduation project coordinator. Mrs. Purse has played an irreplaceable role in creating memories during the school year. She's the reason most of us are graduating today. Mrs. Peirce has made a valuable difference in our community, and it shows. She truly believes that every student has the ability to learn. She's always ready to think outside the box and try different strategies so that every student can reach their true potential. She is an inspiration to all those around her and is our Teacher of the Year. I am truly honored to present to you Mrs. Peirce.
Class of 2023, here we are. It's hard to believe that just 4 years ago, you first walked the halls at Downingtown East. You've sat in our classrooms, made countless trips to the always open cafeteria, talked about life, and hopefully listened to the advice we shared with you. If you've sat in my classroom, you know that I pretty much tell you how it is, nicely of course, that I love sports and I expect some type of effort. I'm pretty sure none of you believed me when I told you 4 years of high school would fly by. 22 years ago, I sat where you are and listened to the people up here talking. I honestly can't remember a thing they said. I don't remember what advice they gave or the words of wisdom they bestowed upon me. So today, instead of offering you more advice and words of wisdom that you probably won't remember, I'm going to send you into your next chapter of life with 3 wishes. Wish number 1, be strong. I would be lying if I said life was easy. There are going to be times that late work won't be accepted, or you actually have to go to work on your birthday. I hope you find your strength during times when life is hard, when things don't go your way, or when you are just feeling like you need a break. Being strong isn't about having the biggest muscles. It's about picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and trying again. Dig deep to find the strength to keep moving forward, because ultimately, lots of things aren't going to go your way. How you move on from those is what shows your strength. Kobe Bryant said it best with his Mamba mindset. Try to be the best version of yourself. Focus on the process and trust the hard work when it matters most. It takes great strength to do these things. Wish number 2, be courageous. Have the courage to try new things, to step out of your comfort zone, and to challenge yourself. I hope you have the courage to go on the different adventures of life. If your life takes a turn, because inevitably it will, then be courageous enough to follow the new path. Sometimes it's those surprise paths that impact us the most. You might have to change your major or job, move away, or find a new group of friends. The college I started at isn't where I finished, and that is okay. It's okay to start down one path and switch to another. Muhammad Ali once said that you aren't going to enjoy every minute of the journey, but the success you'll find at the end will make it all worth it. Be courageous enough to trust yourself, because courage is not something DoorDash or Uber Eats will deliver. Wish 3, be kind. No matter how educated, wealthy, accomplished, or talented you are, how you treat people is ultimately what matters. You will always be remembered by how you made others feel. When I was in college, I worked as a server in a restaurant. I learned so much about kindness at this job. Whether I was yelled at because there were pickles on a burger or for the food taking too long, I learned that showing kindness is also a sign of strength, and you already know I wish for you to be strong. A simple act of kindness can literally change someone's day. It can be a smile, a good morning, or holding the door for someone. Princess Diana said to carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you. Challenge yourself to be kind, even on your worst days. So here we are. You just collected your diploma and shook the hands of your administrators, and you're about to close this chapter of your life. My final ask of you is this: pause for a moment to give yourself credit for how far you've come and how much you've accomplished. Not just the academic lessons you've learned, but the life lessons that have shaped who you are and who you will become. You are not who you were 4 years ago. You're wiser, stronger, and more resilient. You've spent the last 4 years walking the halls of Downingtown East, and now it's time to walk the halls of life. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Good evening again, seniors. I can't think of a better way to start my comments to the class of 2023 other than to say, well done. In spite of dreaded COVID that interrupted much of your high school experience, here you are at your graduation ceremony. Behind you are the challenges and obstacles of the pandemic, and instead, you're now faced with the endless possibilities of your future. I am incredibly proud of your resiliency, and it has truly been an honor for me to serve as your principal. Could I ask for one more round of applause for the class of 2023? Your East experience has been quite a journey for sure. While it began with the normal excitement and exuberance that freshmen traditionally experience, it most certainly didn't finish that way. On March 13th of that year, our world was turned upside down by COVID-19, and you had to finish your freshman year asynchronously online, which I can only imagine was daunting and lonely. Then your sophomore year began with the new Zoom classes, where you interacted with your teachers and your peers through a computer screen. That eventually progressed to a hybrid model where many of you, but not all of you, attended school every other day. Think about how different things were. We had masks on, social distancing, rows of desks in the cafeteria, and of course, the ever-popular free lunch. While our return, your junior year, was exciting, so much of it was sterile. Literally sterile, with continued mask-obscured faces and the inability to share a smile. It lacked the comfort we craved, and we all remained under these restrictions until February. Yet while society has struggled to regain the ability to connect, this class has managed to do so almost like the pandemic never happened. You made it work every step of the way. Regardless of any chaos or ever-changing mandate, you made it to your senior year. And boy, together, you have made the most of it. Your class has proven it has what it takes to deal with life's challenges. And now it's time for you to step boldly into your future. Throughout your time here at East, you took advantage of every opportunity that came your way. The members of the class of 2023 challenged themselves academically, resulting in huge dividends. 46% of this senior class received a scholarship in either academics or athletics from the college you will attend next year. Collectively, the class of 2023 was offered over $49 million in scholarship money. That's a huge number. "92% of this senior class is already accepted to college or a technical school. An amazing number of your peers have decided to serve this great country by joining the armed forces. At this time, Would the following seniors who are entering the military please stand and be acknowledged for choosing to serve our country? I ask that the audience please hold your applause until the end. Aiden Kretschmoyer, Army. Tegan Lawson, Navy. Fenton Malawo, Marines. Kayla Manuel, Army, ROTC. Matt Thompson, Marines. Isis Young, Air Force. At this time, I would ask that any member of the audience who has served in the armed forces please stand with these fine graduates and be honored for your service to our country. Thank you. You may be seated. The school spirit within this class is simply amazing. Our student section at Friday night sat right over there. We had thousands of students who overwhelmed our opponents with their energy and spirit. Our student section showed up to support our outstanding football team, along with our band and other worthwhile causes, such as Best Buddies and the Stop the R Word campaign. But your greatness as a class doesn't stop with your school spirit. Athletically, this class provided good reason for our students to demonstrate their school pride. Our girls' tennis and softball, boys' tennis, boys' swimming, and boys' lacrosse all won the league title. Our boys' tennis team finished 4th in the state of Pennsylvania, and our let's give them a round of applause. Our girls' softball team, girls' lacrosse, and boys' lacrosse teams are still playing in the state playoffs and are just a few games away from the PIAA state championship. Let's give them a round of applause. Additionally, your class found a way to excel in the arts. Our theater program produced a Broadway caliber production of SpongeBob SquarePants. Why not? Hey, give it up for SpongeBob. The year-long journey to this Under the Sea production incorporated 70 students led by the exceptionally talented Ali Aceto. The amount of time and energy and talent was clearly evident in the thunderous standing ovations they received each night. Our art festival included the artwork of over 400 student artists and contained over 101 artist shows, highlighted by the amazing artwork of Ariana Smuda, Jenna Ma, Jill Rafferty, Andrew Detweiler, Rebecca Reese, and Aaron Armstrong. Our marching band, in addition to entertaining the crowds on Friday evenings, performed in their first ever Bands of America national competition and was named a regional finalist. Our choir delighted the community with its local performances and capped their outstanding year with a superior rating along with a bronze award at the festival in Disney. The musical talent within this class is exceptional. Thank you. All of these recognitions are visible and easily celebrated, but I'd like to also take a moment to acknowledge our students whose contributions weren't so public. From those of you who have worked tirelessly to keep our 65-plus clubs or activities going, from being of service in clubs like Avidum, Student Council, Best Buddies, or the Hype Club, to sharing your love of art, games, culture, social causes. The list is too long to share, but your efforts in making a large building feel smaller and more welcoming cannot go unrecognized. Can we please give these students a round of applause? Similarly to others who have maintained your academic responsibilities while working multiple jobs to help make ends meet at home, we appreciate your efforts to fulfill so many different obligations. Each and every member of this class has achieved something spectacular in their own way. So whether it gained lots of attention or it just fulfilled a personal goal, you all have our admiration. Well done. Seniors, through all that you've done, and even more so by how you've chosen to carry yourselves through these turbulent years, you have reminded us that connections are there to be made, and we have so many reasons to celebrate this evening. So thank you again, the class of 2023, for leading our high school out of the pandemic years and for cramming so many wonderful and fulfilling memories into your final year together. Your teachers and I are impressed by all that you have accomplished, and we are going to miss you. Thank you.
In the words of William Shakespeare, and one of my favorite Broadway musicals, Something Rotten, if music be the food of love, play on. I find that music can be found wherever love is. Wedding bands, church hymns, prom playlists. Wherever there is joy and love, music is the natural accompaniment. Today, right here, I can feel the love and pride from every one of you gathered here today. The graduates excited to be graduating, and the families and staff here to love and support us all as we do so. And so, of course, we must have some music. In a moment, you will hear one selection from the Downingtown East Vocal Ensemble. The Vocal Ensemble is the highest level vocal performance group at Downingtown East High School, with 2 of our members this year pursuing their love of vocal performance in college. I hope you will hear the love of music that is present in this piece, and I hope this music will feed the love that is so clearly present here today. Thank you.
Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation come, the new Jerusalem. Silver cities rise, the morning lights, the streets that lead them, and sirens call them on with a song. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. We, the great and small, stand on a star and blaze a trail of desire through the darkening dawn. It's asking for the taking. Ooh, ooh. Oh, my heart is breaking. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation.
Hello, parents, guardians, family, faculty, and staff. My name is Nikki Burke, and I'm joined by Liz Azat, and we are the senior class co-presidents. We would like to thank all of you who made this day possible. Without your constant guidance and support, we would not be able to walk through this stage today. But most importantly, to our fellow graduates, we applaud you for your determination and perseverance throughout these 4 years. You are truly a force to be reckoned with. Thank you for being acquaintances, classmates, and lifelong friends.
The home you have all worked to create here at Downingtown East has forever bonded us as one big family. And though it has taken hours of hard work, it was an honor to serve as your class presidents. So as we stand here today, on the precipice of the future, we urge you to go confidently into this next chapter of your life. We leave you with these parting words of advice. Always trust your gut instincts. Never stop learning new things. Never take no for an answer. And never give up on your dreams. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Four years ago, we first walked into Downingtown East, awed by the massive upgrade in size and food selection from LMS. Somewhere along the past few years, the CAF lost its charm and the halls stopped feeling like a maze, and before we knew it, East became a collection of memories. Our last year at this school couldn't have ended on a better note. From library chess tournaments with more than 4 people to a table, sorry, Mr. Macaulay, to the tightly packed bleachers of the football games, to even the sticky mosh pits with DJ Dre Money, I can only look back at high school with fondness. It's been wonderful sharing the past 4 years with you all. Today is the bittersweet end to the familiarity of our childhood. While there are some things that I'm glad to leave behind in high school, like the rush of the cars out of the student lot and cramming for exams just minutes before I take them, I know that I'll keep the people that I've met and the lessons that I've learned from them with me for the rest of my life. But today is also a day for celebration. It's the culmination of our years of hard work and a transition to when we finally figure out who we want to be in this world. Class of 2023, this is the moment that we have been waiting for. Please take off your hats, stand, and on the count of 3, we begin our future. I am so proud of us. 1, 2, 3, we did it!